And there's no one number because it depends on the context. Are we talking about this category? We're talking about a desktop website or on a mobile device. Fact is, no matter what the scenario, videos and improved imagery absolutely increase conversion. The question is, by what factor? And in some cases, it's you hear 50, 60, 80%, or 2x, 3x, whatever your number. It's an incredible driver because it drives the customer experience, like Jackie was saying, and it gives them information, lets them make a decision. And again, that works across product categories, so it's a big deal.
Hello and welcome to Whyte Label Advice. My name is Brooke McNeely. I'm the VP of Marketing here at WhyteSpyder, and I'm joined today by two of my amazing coworkers. I'm here with Scott Benedict, our VP of Partnerships, and Jackie Jensen, you are in Account Services. What is exactly your title?
Senior Lead of Account Services.
Woo!
Yeah.
That's fancy.
Very official.
Yay! Yeah. That is very official.
There'll be a test on that later, so
there will be.
Make sure you write that down.
Yes, make sure. Well, thank you guys for being here. And I know, Jackie, you're new to the team. Why don't you tell us a little bit about you and when did you start with WhyteSpyder and what have you been doing? What's your background?
It's been about 2 months that I've been at WhyteSpyder, I think.
Time flies.
Time
flies when you're having fun, Jackie.
Yes. Yeah. I'm having a great time. So I was at Walmart for about 5 years in merchandising on the furniture team. Mm-hmm. So know lots about furniture.
Lots about furniture.
Yeah. Someone told me that I essentially have higher than a college degree in furniture because I did it for more than 4 years.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm qualified.
You are.
You know what that means? If that's true, then I have a PhD in consumer electronics.
Yes, because you've spent a lot of years.
I did that for even longer. But so far, it hasn't turned into money or acclaim or anything like that.
Yeah, you didn't get like a robe or a diploma. They don't send it out.
I did get a certificate, actually.
That's amazing. See?
Now
they didn't do that back then.
No.
That's just upsetting. Let's go on to what we're going to talk about today.
But that's not what we're here today. So we're here today to talk about Walmart, since you guys are both former Walmart employees and really experts in Walmart. Mm-hmm. Walmart is growing and innovating at just a really rapid pace, and it just seems like it's been really exponential this year. Mm-hmm. And so, what are some of the things Walmart has released so far this year that has been in the innovation category?
Well, it's interesting because the year began with innovation, and the flow of new and exciting things just has been continuous. Earlier in the year, the launch of the new store format in the Elm Springs Super Center was big news. A lot of cool things happening there, and they've refined and continued to improve that store and part of its experience. But then, we're seeing increased testing on drone programs here, including our neighborhood market right near the WhyteSpyder office. It appears it's about to become a drone launch center, so they're continuing to test and innovate there. And then even just within Walmart.com, the way that they use the Walmart Connect platform to allow brands to advertise, there's this new concept of a second price auction, which is kind of really brings Walmart in line with what a lot of other folks are doing in the market. And so that's kind of the highlights that I can think of just right off the cuff. So.
Right off the cuff. How about you, Jackie?
Yeah. Well, with Walmart.com, they recently relaunched videos and 360-degree images. So improving the customer experience by showcasing the items in a better light. And
yeah.
No,
that was one of the things I wanted to talk about, because that's a big deal,
Yes.
especially in our world, because we host 360s and videos. If you need 360s and videos on your item pages, please come to WhyteSpyder.com. Yeah. But not that to be selfish, because it is important to us, but it is important to the suppliers too. And just why is it important to have this capability for them to put this on their item pages?
Well, when you're online shopping, you need to get the best idea of what you're buying, right? Because you can't physically touch it. You're not seeing it in front of your face. So with those 360 images in the videos, you can see the product being showcased in a more advanced setting. So customers, they can get a better understanding. And going back to like my experience in furniture is such a touch and feel category. You want to sit on the sofa, you want to lay on the mattress and see how it is. with that enhanced content online, it gives the customer as good of an idea as they can get without physically touching or seeing the product. So it's really important for not only the customer's experience, but conversion and increasing your sales, because competitors are doing it. So all of you should be.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that your advice to
Yes.
suppliers? You're like, no, you need to be doing this.
Yeah, competitors are doing it. So you want to give yourself the best opportunity to grow your sales.
And I don't think there's a category where that's not the case.
Oh,
where
absolutely.
videos help. One of the things, knowing we're going to talk about this today, Brooke, both Jack and I were sitting there trying to find the latest stats on how much videos improve conversion rate. And there's no one number because it depends on the context. So are we talking about this category? We're talking about a desktop website or on a mobile device. Fact is, no matter what the scenario, videos and improved imagery absolutely increase conversion. The question is, by what factor? And in some cases, it's you hear 50, 60, 80%, or 2x, 3x, whatever your number. It's an incredible driver, because it drives the customer experience, like Jackie was saying, and it gives them information, lets them make a decision. And again, that works across product categories, so it's a big deal.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. And so let's also talk about, you guys mentioned the Walmart Connect. And so Walmart Connect's been doing, they've launched a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of changes, a whole bunch of ways that they do their advertising and their auctions and things like that. And so Jackie, like, what are the impacts that advertisers have seen, because of all the changes, and what are some of the changes?
I don't know if I'm best qualified to answer
Okay,
that, I think I'll pass that one to Scott.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, one of the things that we've seen and heard Walmart do is, first of all, they're employing now a second price auction process. And here's what that means in high level terms, is that basically when you're a brand bidding for a keyword on Walmart.com previously, and let's say you bid or somebody bids $5 for that placement and you bid $10 for that placement, well, yes, you got the higher bid and you would win, but you'd pay $10.
Almost like, yeah, thanks.
Yes, and which is great. But the fact is that
it's great for Walmart.
Well, here's yes, but here's the thing: is Walmart's playing the long game here. They want suppliers to be successful on the platform, and yes, they want to generate revenue, of course, but they want all parties to be successful. Second price auction basically says if some other person bids $5 and you bid, in this example, 10, they're not going to charge you 10; they're going to charge you 501. In other words, they're just going to put you right over into the highest bid. Now, what does that mean? Does it save you money as a brand? Well, of course it does, but it gives you more dollars to spend. So in other words, if you've got a budget, now you can spread that budget further. This also is more in line with what other sites, who shall remain nameless, but maybe are based in the Seattle area, just for example. That's kind of some of the ways that they do it. So Walmart's becoming more aligned to where industry best practice. The wonderful thing for our clients and for brands is that now a dollar goes further.
Yeah.
And drives more activities on the site, and that's a win all around. It makes advertising on Walmart more cost efficient for brands, which means they're going to want to do more. So really, in the long run, Walmart will do fine. Brands will get more value out of their dollars, and all parties win in a scenario like that. So
yeah. And so that's really cool that they wanted to do that. They're just trying to keep up and just again, innovating.
Yes,
which is what they're really really good at. And I know we talked about the Elm Springs store, and we had a whole podcast, Scott, dedicated to the Elm Springs store layout.
Wasn't I on that?
You were on that one. So this should be like your expertise. And so it was just kind of cool. I just want to talk about it's kind of like, what was that new design for the people that might not have watched the entire thing, the whole episode dedicated to it earlier in the year. So if they didn't see it, what was some of the stuff that testing at the Elm Springs?
Well, physically, Elm Springs Supercenter is no bigger or smaller than a typical Supercenter, but how they use the space is a little bit different. First of all, it's one of the few stores in the country that has a health center in it, and healthcare and investment in that is a really growing area of Walmart's business, and it really shows not only business savvy but investment in customer wellness. But if you go back to merchandising, there are a number of displays throughout the that store that are different, that are elevated, where they take a category and they go deeper. They have more visuals in there. They have a really interesting use of QR codes to where, as you shop with your mobile phone, you can scan that QR code and then go to an online page that tells you more about that product or more about that category. So omni-channel personified, right? It's not just about placing your order and picking it up in the store. That's a big deal.
Yes.
But it's using your mobile device to answer questions, to learn more about a product or a category while standing there in the store. Exactly. In fact, if that maybe that's not the right size, color, or style of something, and you want to see other versions of it, that leads you to the online experience. And so there's things like that. There's the way that they've arranged the space and the signage in the store. But one of the things I like particularly, and I wish Eric was here because he and I share a passion for this topic, is when you are shopping in a store that is nearly 200,000 square feet, sometimes it can be hard to find an item, right? And so if you search for that item on the Walmart app, it knows that you're in that store, and it will tell you that item is on aisle A23. And so you know how to go find it. That's just another value of the investment on an item page on the site. Doesn't just drive an online sale, but it drives an in-store sale as well. And this is things Eric and I have been talking about for years that now have become mainstream. Right?
I know I'm not Eric, but I'm equally passionate about being able to find it. I've done that myself.
Nobody's Eric.
No,
okay?
no, I'm
There's
not.
only one of those.
Yay!
No, I
can't. Eric. Hey!
No.
Go ahead.
It's the most convenient thing, because I have searched online. Actually, it was funny. It was last summer. I was looking for a kiddie pool because my apartment would not open the pool, and I was desperate. So I was looking online in stores, and I was in a Walmart store. It knew exactly which store I was in. It told me exactly what aisle to go to, and I found the kiddie pool, and it was a great experience that day.
And then your summer was made.
It was made for a little while, yeah. And then my real pool opened.
There you go. That's even better.
I was grateful, but
that's good.
Yeah, but I think the last thing I'll tell you, Brooke, is that the way that they have chosen to really dive deeper on certain critical categories, health and beauty, men's grooming, pets, baby, where not only is the store experience kind of next level, but the tie-in between physical and digital is very much next level and really exciting. And so that's just examples of how they continue to innovate, not only in stores broadly, but in that store as kind of a test store specifically. So
that's gonna be really cool. I know. And hopefully, what do we think? Do we think there's gonna be more stores like it? I think it's really cool. I love the layout.
Absolutely.
One of the things I heard, I don't know if you heard this, Jackie, but during shareholders, they said that there are already learnings that came out of Elm Springs that are being applied across the chain, and then they're adding new things to Elm Springs all the time and testing customer response to that thing. So it's already having an impact. What specific day this innovation ends up in that store, I don't know, but clearly they're learning and they're applying those learnings as they go. So.
Yeah, and how cool is that we are here in the area where Walmart's testing stuff? Is that, I mean, that's kind of one of the benefits of being here at the home office. Is that pretty cool?
Absolutely. I was just talking to somebody about that the other day, being in, I hate to use this phrase, but the land of Walmart. I mean, it really is. It's so exciting to see all the developments right here and be some of the first customers to experience it.
Yeah, absolutely. Brooke, the other thing, we just touched on it, is the use of drone technology and the testing of that. There's a lot of testing going on out in Pea Ridge, in a location out there. But now, as I mentioned, our neighborhood market right down the street here from our office, it
lunch
looks
or if we ever forget, like the one time we did a barbecue, we forgot the meat thermometer.
So
and we were like, we could get it droned over here.
I tend to look at things as a retailer and as a merchant. You probably have the same thing, but occasionally it's just okay to be selfish and be a customer and go, that's really cool. And so the day that a drone lands in WhyteSpyder's parking lot, we're going to have to film that.
Oh, we'll totally
Brooke,
film that.
just so you know. And let's be careful about what that first product is, Don't let Eric decide.
It's going to be a meat thermometer because we can't keep track of that thing. We keep losing it.
Okay, that's fine. Let's go. We'll go with that one.
Meat thermometer or something else. It'll be something related to the barbecue of some kind. We forgot the sauce. We forgot the salsa. It'll be something.
Awesome.
But no, that's really, really cool. I just want, this is the last question. And so why does Walmart keep innovating? Like, why is it that Walmart is wanting to stay ahead and just keep doing what they're doing?
Customer needs are constantly evolving, keeping up with what the customer is looking for and continuing to exceed expectations.
Yeah, I agree. And I'll tell you that there's a quote out there, famous quote out there. I think it's from a military general that something to the effect of, if you don't like change, you're going to like irrelevance even more. You're going to not like it even more. And I've used it several times because it applies to retailing perfectly. But to Jackie's point, it really continue to innovate and refine is the lifeblood of retailing generally. It's particularly in the lifeblood of Walmart. I think as both of us being former associates, we can say that with confidence. And it's just exciting to see that there's always new innovations happening. As a brand, if you're selling through Walmart, there's so many opportunities not only to be a part of it, but to learn from it and to kind of apply those learnings across your business. It's an exciting time to be in retail and an exciting time to be a brand, I think. So.
All right. Well, thank you guys for being here. This was so awesome. And, everybody stay tuned. And again, if you need videos, WhyteSpyder.com. All right. Thank you guys. See you guys later.
All right. Take care.